Day before Halloween show. Not Halloween, no, it's the day before Halloween show.
Yeah.
Because that would be tomorrow, Halloween. Are you kind of sad because you ain't got no outfit? You left your ninja outfit back at home?
Yeah, because it was a legit ninja outfit, too.
What do you mean by that? You keep telling me it's a legit ninja outfit. What does that mean?
This is no Walmart, no Target ninja outfit. This is a Army surplus store official ninja suit.
Is the ninja outfit.
Yes, it's like a 7-piece ninja suit.
Surplus store you got it from, huh?
Yeah, cotton wool, man.
How much was it?
Like $50.
Where was it in the store? Was it hanging up? Like, was it in the costume section by any chance?
Went to the
Army
Army
surplus. Or did they have an authentic ninja section?
Yeah, no, it was an authentic ninja section, and it had a, what do you call those, dummies? Those dummies? Those mannequin. It had a mannequin.
Those dummies?
Dressed up as a ninja. I was like, that's it. That's
it.
Mine.
There it is.
Where is it?
What's up in the chat? Already Sharma, I am Mega. What's going on? We got Natalie. We got some people up in the chat. Also, the video should be going. I don't know if it's online or... Give me a second. I'll check. This is all...
Give you a camera check right here.
Camera check? Yeah. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. It is on you. Go ahead.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah. That looks good. That looks good. Almost as good as this camera right here.
Ooh, they got the good one.
Oh, there you go. That's not bad. We got Patrick walking on in here. Let me check real quick, though. Let me see if this is... Because I don't know. I did some stuff, and I'm not sure if it's on. I did some stuff, and... I guess it's on. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. Close out of that. All right, and then Patrick came back. Hit up Denise. What's up, Patrick? How you doing? What's going on?
Good. How are you?
We're moving some microphones around.
There we go.
Technical difficulty there.
Let's see.
It's the longest cord on history. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, that's all.
What cord is that?
I don't know. It's from Mike. It's very complicated.
He gave you another headphone?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, that's good.
He said as long as it wasn't, permanent like the other two that he didn't know he gave me. But thank you, Mike.
Hold on a second. I'm checking some cameras here. All right. Wasn't that one? Oh, there it is. There it is. Welcome. What have you guys been up to? What's going on? You got a friend in, huh? Don't tell me what she does yet because I want to play a game with you in just a second. What's your name, though? You can say that. What is
Hi,
it?
Rosie.
What's good? What is it?
Rosie.
Where are you from?
The accent.
London.
Oh, fish and chips.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I wanted to play this game on the air, but we never got into it. But without telling us your profession, what would you say at work that would make your coworkers panic?
If something went wrong, up in the air.
Well, you kind of give it away if you're up in the air. What would you say, though? Would you be like...
if there was a fire, a medical emergency.
Yeah.
Just something, anything.
So you're a stewardess?
Yeah.
What's the official name? I don't want to... Speak right into the microphone, too.
We like to be called... Yeah, stewardesses.
Is that
cabin
fine?
crew.
Okay.
Yeah, not air hostesses, not anymore.
Isn't it like air safety officer or something? I thought it
What about air maid?
No.
No. What?
Come on, Duryan.
I mean, there's barmaids, air
Primarily
maids.
there for safety.
Duryan.
Yeah, we're majorly there for safety.
How long have you been doing this?
A year and a half.
Where have you been? Like, what's some of the most interesting? Have you just all around the world, or are you in the UK?
I do both. So I do Europe. I do all over the world. I've been to Australia, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur.
Do you get to see these places?
Yeah, so like Kuala Lumpur, I was there for 2 days and 2 nights.
Okay.
Just got back from...
I don't even know where that is. What is it?
In Malaysia.
Oh.
I still don't know what that is. Can you narrow it down, please?
What side of the globe, though?
It's far.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool, though. Is the worst part of the job having to deal with the dumb people?
Yeah, people leave their brains at the doors.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. I know like a lot of people are, a lot of them would get a pass to a certain point because everybody's nervous to fly, so you have some cocktails, I get that. But there's the rude people, there's the people that when the plane lands, they make they start running, and I'm like, yo, wait your turn, Like, what's the number one annoyance of you doing your job?
Oh, it's when... if like you run out of food or there's 2 options and they're like, well, I don't want that, and it's like, well, we haven't got anything left. Well, what are you going to do? Well, not a lot because we're in the air. There's nothing here.
I want to use that line. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
What you going
I
to
once told someone there was a Tesco's, like a Tesco Express on the lower floor. I just popped there. He was like, really? And I was like, no.
Oh, is it true that on the longer flights there's like corridors down under or like up top?
For us? Yeah, we have beds.
Like sleeping?
Like little bunks.
Yeah,
with sleeping bags and a pillow.
How much, what's your breaks like? Is it shifts or what is it?
Yeah, so we get on the plane, do like the boarding, do the service, and then half of us go on break, and then half of us stay in the cabin, and then you swap. So it depends on the flight time, depends how quick we've done everything.
That'd be a cool profession. Why didn't you go into that after the Playhouse back in the day, Duryan? You started working at AT&T or whatever.
It's flying, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of flying. Kind of scares me. I don't know if I could
It's flying.
show up to work all the time.
What else did you think it was? I love how you asked, like, it's flying, right?
I don't know. I was picturing a cruise ship. Because they sleep in bunks too and everything.
You completely changed this poor girl's profession, like right in front of her face.
I'm sorry.
What's
So what have you been doing while you have been here?
I got in last night, and then Patrick picked me up this morning, and we've just been hanging, haven't we?
Wait, Patrick, you guys are gonna have to share a mic, so you gotta get nice and close. How do you guys know each other?
Okay, so we met 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Into the microphone,
we met
Patrick.
2 years randomly in Vegas.
Yeah, we met in Vegas.
At a pool party in Vegas when we went to see Britney Spears. And
How am I not surprised that the story has somehow involved Britney Spears?
Britney, yeah.
Did you know about this, Denise?
Yeah, I heard about it, yes.
Okay, all right.
But we literally met probably at 2 o'clock that afternoon.
Yeah.
And then we stayed together until 6 a.m. the next day.
That's so cool, man. Have you ever met like a pen pal-y kind of friend there, Duryan?
No, not
No,
really.
that's
I
never
haven't.
happened to me. That's
Yeah.
like, you know.
And then we just stayed in contact on Instagram, and then I was like, I'm coming to Atlanta, so here we are.
So you're just here for a few days?
Get back, we're leaving tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This morning, that's it.
Where do you
got
fly
in-
London to?
London, back
London.
to London.
Have you ever had, like, what's the scariest flight you've had? Have you ever had one that where you're like, all right, buckle up. We don't know
Yeah.
how this is going to go down.
We had a lot of turbulence. On the way here, there was loads of turbulence.
Yeah. But you're
Yeah.
used to turbulence, aren't you, by now?
Yeah, but I still get a little bit.
Yeah, you
And
got to.
But passengers look at you and you're like, it's all right, it's all right.
And in the meantime, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep it cool too. Even if you think that this is extreme turbulence, you got to be, you know. Have you ever seen a UFO out a window?
No.
No.
Seen the Northern Lights, though.
Yeah, I want to do that so bad. Are they overrated or are they cool?
No, they're amazing.
They are amazing.
Especially in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went from France to Iceland to New York, right? So the entire flight, both even with the connection, I was like looking out the window for some northern lights. Nothing.
Did you
Nothing.
not see them in Iceland?
No, we
I
were
don't-
there for like.
I don't know why we didn't see
No,
them.
we didn't see them because it was dusk.
Oh.
And then we took off as it
Okay.
started getting dark. So I'm like, I hope I see some northern lights. Nothing. But yeah, I kind of wanted to. I know we're looking at some places to go for December.
Right.
But I don't want to
maybe
go
that's
somewhere.
one of them?
Yeah, but the problem with northern lights is it's so damn cold now. And it's going to be dark the entire time. I don't want to spend 2 weeks in the darkness for a little vacay, you know?
How long did the lights shine for?
That's a good question for her.
How long did the northern lights shine for?
I don't know.
They shine a long time though.
Yeah, long
Okay.
enough. Long enough.
Rachel is with me saying northern lights are definitely a major bucket list item for her as well. Yeah, that's always has been for me.
Me too.
And I saw some dude that took some amazing pictures with the northern lights too. So I'm like, oh.
Imagine your drone. Can you fly your drone into the northern lights? Dude, we got to do it. And we got to use yours.
I'm pretty sure that you can't.
No, you don't think so?
I'm pretty sure they're in space, right?
Oh.
I mean, no, if she's in a plane, that's 30,000 feet up.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
We can
I
try
don't
it.
know either.
I don't know.
You can fly, I'm sure, a few like 1,000 feet up in the air, however high your drone goes. I mean, if people can take pictures from the ground of the
Yeah.
northern lights, you can
That'd
do
be cool.
it from up a few feet.
I'm
guessing?
I saw a dude that took a picture of like the eclipse from a drone, and it did look pretty badass. So kind of, you know. By the way, that's the number one thing. I don't know what the northern lights are like, but like a full eclipse is the coolest thing you'll ever see. Did you ever see it?
I did. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in full, what do you call that? Total darktality, whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I was in that. It was breathtaking.
It's not what it's called, but that's,
Oh.
you know, that's close enough.
Okay.
Totality.
You know,
Totality, yep. That's the one.
pretty close enough. So you're not going to get to spend to like, or are you going to be back in the UK for Halloween? Do you guys have Halloween?
Yeah,
Is that a
yeah.
stupid question?
No, we do
Oh.
have Halloween, but it's not as good as out here.
Trick or treat and candy and all that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going to go out. Me and my friend Shance, who Patrick knows as well. Yeah, we'll go out on Halloween.
Is there different neighborhoods with different sized candy bars? Like the rich neighborhoods over here, they hand out like, you know,
King size.
king
I
size,
don't
what's
know.
up?
I wish I was in like America for Halloween.
Yeah.
What kind of candy did they do in London? I had to do it. I love the accent. In London.
Do you hand out
Same?
fish and chips?
Yeah, if
Same
we're
candy?
lucky.
Same
Well, a
candy?
little bit different, like Haribo. Do you have Haribo?
Haribo.
Harry Boat.
Haribo.
Is it chocolate?
No, it's like sweets, like
Is it
Like,
why is it
Oh,
called
is it like the gummy bears,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, the Haribo gummy bears.
oh yeah, we have those. We have gummy bears.
But they're not hairy over here.
No, they're not
Haribo.
Wait, say that one more time.
Haribo.
Do they like tickle on the way down? Like all the fuzz?
And the Cadbury, right?
Yeah,
That's huge.
Galaxy.
Yes.
Yeah, Cadbury's. But the chocolate tastes different. Like
Yeah.
out here.
There's
Cadbury's
one of your
different.
candies is banned over here. I'm trying to think.
Is it the Kinder?
Kinder?
Because
Yeah.
like in the eggs, it has like a toy or something,
Yeah.
and so like the toys
Kinder
are
Surprise.
choking hazard. So they're like, no.
I love how Denise just did the motion.
That's what they said. That's what I read. Anyway.
Is there age appropriate for like over here? You know, when is the cutoff for Halloween?
I say there's no cutoff. I'm still trick or treating.
Like for normal people.
normal people, I would say like what 20?
20 is
12,
a little old
13.
to trick or
12?
treat.
Over
Okay.
there, do you guys cut it off at a certain age, or is it?
It's just not as big. Like, you know how you've got all those decorations, like, and like in shops. I was in San Diego on Sunday, and we went to the donut bar, and it was just covered in Halloween. Like at home, you don't really do that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, but not much.
People are going crazy with that. Even like when you guys leave here, go around the back way. Like the rich people here, they've got crazy decorations. Like insane
Webs
Halloween.
and giant spiders.
My favorite is, I gotta say,
Jack-o'-lanterns.
your mom, who's prepared this year. She went
Yes.
out and she bought some candy,
She
Denise.
did, yeah. So she's not really a fan of people coming to the door anymore. So she has the light off, but even though the light's off, kids still come and trick or treat. So she says this year she's prepared and bought a bag of candy.
Why don't she buy just multiple bags of candy and actually just
Do it?
hand out?
Great question.
Or just leave it outside the door with the bowl. Say,
Yeah.
please take one.
That's a great option.
see
You
that
should
all the
tell her
time.
that.
Over in the UK, if somebody doesn't hand out candy or is stingy with the candy that they hand down, do the kids over there also egg their houses like they do here in the good old US of A?
Yeah, probably.
Yes!
Depends what area.
Speaking of Halloween, I wanted to get to this story because I know it's just going to break Denise's heart.
Oh no.
Put the camera for the people watching as well on
great.
Denise. But you know how like everything's politically correct now?
Of course.
On The Simpsons, they're getting rid of
Is it, how do you pronounce his name? Apu?
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 No, it's not Apu.
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 Then it's Apu, yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying there was a study that I saw out, and I just knew this was going to break it down. They're saying the Charlie Brown cartoon
Oh no.
might have to go.
No way.
Because it's not very family friendly. It says the movie has kids calling each other stupid.
Oh.
Lucy's verbally abusive to the other kids. Sally berates Linus.
Linus, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie Brown literally receives rocks in his candy bag. And Charlie Brown is a victim of bullying.
Oh
Thoughts?
my gosh. I mean, sometimes you just got to keep the classics a classic and keep Charlie Brown. You just got to learn from it. I think they said it was 56 years old or something.
Yeah, it's a product of its time. That's the same thing with The
Exactly.
Simpsons.
Same with like a Christmas Story, for example, or
Christmas vacation.
You'll shoot your eye, kid.
Yeah. You can't have it. You're going to shoot your eye out.
Kid.
something's got to stay classic.
Yeah.
Bowling, Charlie Brown. I mean, does that mean all of them have to go? Because like with the Christmas one, you know, where like the tiny tree, or I mean, there's just so many.
Yeah. I just knew that it was going to be like a downer for you. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should bring the story up. Like, I feel so bad.
I don't know. Everybody wants to change everything. I just recently saw that they want Halloween to be instead of on the 31st, as it's always been, but like on the last Saturday of October.
Yeah. What thoughts about that? Now, I don't have kids, so it's kind of because they're saying it's easier for the parents to trick or treat with their kids.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's like on a school day. You look forward to it, and then you can do stuff at the weekend as well.
Yeah, that's true. And you take your candies to school to do trades. I remember doing that.
I never did that.
Oh, trading? You never trade Halloween candies with other kids?
with my brother, but that's like at the house.
Oh, yeah, I do it everywhere.
You still do it.
Yeah, I still do it. Especially Kit Kats.
Did we decide what we're going to do for the office party tomorrow?
I'm thinking I'm either throwing on Pikachu or the Marshmallow Head.
We made a phone call. There is some masks still available.
Yeah, I'm calling it. You guys got masks, right? I know that's a dumb question, but you guys got like a lot of masks?
Yeah, well, we have just about everything that you would need right here, sir.
All right. You guys got like, remember those old Ronald Reagan masks?
No.
Hold up a second, man. I gotta ask my boy what, man, you just messed up our idea. Hang on a second. I gotta talk to my boy real quick.
Okay.
Hey, dude. Yeah, man, he ain't got the Ronald Reagan masks. What kind of message are we gonna send? You know what I'm saying? Gotta be Ronald Reagan, man. When we walk in that bank and they see that.
Oh no, PK.
You by any chance got like the Joker masks? You know, like from The Henchman. Did you see the movie?
Yeah, I don't think we have those. I think you're going to have to find another costume shop.
I thought you guys had like a lot of masks or something.
No, we don't have that many, so you're going to have to go somewhere else, sir.
Maybe I can come in and look or something.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
We're going to be closing up pretty soon here, so...
I can like leave right now.
No.
It's like 1 o'clock.
I think you can find something maybe closer to where you are, and...
Dude, I'm working right next door to you.
Abort.
Let me get out of here real quick. Let's see. We got some mail we got to get to in a few minutes. Also, I wanted to get to know everybody in the room. Okay. So we bought this game. I don't know where I bought this game from, but do you want to choose a card?
Sure.
Go around the room. Everybody answer something on the card.
Just like the top one?
Yeah. I think actually somebody sent that to us.
Okay.
Like one of our podcasters. What's your question?
What changes could we make that would reduce our level of stress?
Oh, God.
Stop caring about what everybody else thinks and do you.
You tell them.
That's
I like that.
I work with that on a daily basis. I always care what people think instead of being true to myself. Yeah, I worry too much about other people's opinions on myself.
That's true.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Who or what has contributed the most to your value system? I would say my mom.
Yeah.
It's pretty boring and pretty standard, but...
No, that's true, though.
I
That's
always
true.
feel like she's like a... I don't know. She's always just taught me the best way to do things and how to be a truthful and honest person at all the times.
I think pretty much everybody would answer like one of their parents on that one.
Yeah. Okay, mine is, what did you learn from your parents about marriage?
Oh!
Bearing in mind my parents divorced, so maybe don't do it. No, I'm joking. No, when my mum and dad, before they had kids, they were like, make sure you do everything you want to do together.
Yeah.
Make sure you spend time and don't just have kids straight away. Enjoy the years.
But then they ended up in divorce, you said.
Yeah, but stuff happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. How long were they together?
Like 15 years.
Oh.
Yeah, and 10 years before they had kids. So they were together for a long time, yeah.
That is a long time. That's a. What about, how would you answer that one before moving on to your question?
Ooh, well, I guess my parents always taught, I guess we always keep a tight family niche, so.
Until you moved away.
Yeah.
To a whole different coast.
Yeah, broke my mama's heart.
Till last
week, you broke mama's heart.
Yeah, but
how is
family.
Mama? We should call Mama.
Mama's good. No, you don't need to call her. She's busy.
Checking in, just saying what's up to Mama.
My mama's working.
All right, Mama's busy. Where's she work at?
School. At a school. Elementary school.
Do you know the name?
No, I'm not going to tell you.
Do you want to pick a question real quick?
Yeah,
I didn't realize these questions were so serious.
I know, they really are serious, PK.
Yeah, what happened to the fun ones?
How much money do we need in the bank to feel secure?
Okay. Secure.
To feel secure.
Well, you right now have?
Probably like 200.
So?
So I don't feel secure, so.
Maybe 300.
So yeah, let's.
That's really loud. Sorry. Let me see. Are you watching the chat as well? If anything comes in on the chat?
I am, yes.
There's multiple chats now. We got to figure this out.
The app as well as the YouTube, so yes.
All this PCS.
Shanty Bryant, do you know who that? I love you.
Yeah, that's my best friend. Hello. That's who Patrick met as well.
He's joining us live through YouTube. Good to see you guys. Hello.
Dude, that's so cool.
Damn, the camera didn't flip. I was trying to get you to wave to him, but
it just stayed up there.
Yeah, let's see what my question is. Oh God, would it be harder to give up sex for a year or not to see each other for 2 months?
Oh my God.
Oh, how did I get that one? This is a bad question.
Oh, you just ripped it up.
Let's throw that one in the garbage.
Do you get take two?
What would you go?
Brent says give up sex for a year.
Man, that was quick.
I know, Brent. It's like Brent's because it's like
Well, I know it was live, but damn, that's quick.
I think just as soon as we speak, yeah.
Hey, just so everybody knows, 0 delay here. I would probably say 2 months.
You're not seeing me for 2 months.
Or no sex for a year?
Right.
I mean, I'd probably say...
Oh, God.
Oh, God, that's a hard one.
We're married, by the way.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Answer carefully, PK.
Patrick told me.
Over here, we have sex with our coworkers.
This got really awkward for me. Duryan and PK, you got something?
Hey, Duryan, over here. I probably would say for a year, because then after 2 months, you could be so excited to see each other again, and, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
What would you choose on that one?
I don't know. I guess no sex. I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know if I like this game. I feel like they're a little too
We
unserious.
should go through them all and then toss
the cool
out the serious.
What's happening there? Why do we have bottles just sitting on the countertop?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Not even opened.
We have to celebrate.
Yeah. It's mimosa time.
I
love Denise. It's mimosa time. There you go.
But here's the thing. I didn't know how PK would react to us having. Well, not us. I mean, Patrick and Rosie can do what they want, but Duryan and myself having a mimosa.
You guys can have mimosa.
Okay, but
there we go. Patrick, did you hear my story this morning?
I heard the story this morning, but the best part of the whole thing was when
Patrick, microphone.
When Duryan looks at, or he's talking to Denise, and he's like, "I'm just so glad that we were both safe." Like, why do you always have close or like conversations like that after a night out? Like at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're like, "I'm just glad that we're both safe." Like you're frantically looking for your wallet, your car keys, your cell phone.
Look at him. You think I'm exaggerating? Show him your legs. Show him you see his nose. Look at his thumb.
If you want to see it in real life.
Yeah, you got to see it in real life.
Oh my God.
And his thumb looks like he has a marshmallow head on it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should draw a little marshmallow head on there.
So,
yeah, it's pretty rough.
from your point of view, because there's some people in the chat that don't know what we're talking about, what happened Friday night?
Friday night, Denise and I got turned up, as what we call it here.
All the way up.
All the way up to maximum level. And from somehow I got detached from her.
Yeah.
And so I was solo.
Detached from her.
Detached.
And, detached. Sorry. Thank you.
Are you just shaking your head at how much we have screwed up the English language over here now? I know. And we have Duryan out of
appointment. And then for 4 hours, I don't know what happened.
But did y'all go downstairs with the intentions of doing that, or did you just go downstairs and you were like, "We're just gonna have a couple of drinks," and then it just went haywire?
It went haywire.
I know
out of control.
And I now know exactly why it went haywire.
What happened? Why did it go haywire?
Because we both had like an Oktoberfest beer waiting for the wings because PK wanted some wings, so we got like 20 of them. We're just gonna have one beer and the wings.
You guys finally got the wings?
I brought them back to you the following day.
Okay,
service is a little slow.
That long.
Okay, so we went downstairs, and then afterwards, I don't know why I think because so many people were doing like a pub crawl, and they're all in Halloween costumes. So I was like, "Oh, let's go check the venue across the street to see what everybody is wearing." But then that's where everything got blurry.
I remember one thing too. I'm from the bar from you guys' place downstairs.
Yeah.
He gave me a free shot, and he goes, "Yeah, this is going to totally mess you up." I'm like, "Perfect." And I think it really did. 4 hours were gone.
Wow. Because
I remember that
on
now.
my receipt, I had the 2 Oktoberfest, the 20 wings, and 2 shots of Jameson. Anytime I do whiskey, I'm done. And I was already feeling good before we left the apartment. So the fact that I continued the party was bad. But that's why I think I went across the street. Because I wanted to see everyone's costumes. And then I was like, ooh, what's this other club I've never been to? Because there's like 2. It's like Foxtrot, and then it's Lava.
Yeah.
And Lava is like a dance club. So I apparently wanted to see both.
Yeah,
because
did.
I had receipts from both.
Is Lava still the place like where every room is something different?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you guys get separated, though? You don't know?
Around 11:03 was my last receipt. And then that's...
I had no phone,
That's
so.
it. That's all I remember.
How did you end? Where did you end up at? What did your receipt say?
Gas station.
Where, though?
I have no idea. It starts with a C. Copenhagen, whatever.
Yeah, Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Cobb Parkway.
Yeah, the Cobb Parkway. That's the one.
You flew all the way to
Copenhagen. Oh
and,
my God.
And I remember like walking into the place because both Duryan and I oh no, PK's wings. Like, oh, we'll just set them outside for like 5 minutes. They'll totally be fine. They'll be there. But the great news is like the following morning when I went to walk Kiki, they were still there. So I brought them back to the apartment to give them to PK.
I was
Got to microwave them.
Cyan is saying, Denise, the Oktoberfest beer is no joke.
Yeah.
So strong.
Yeah.
And then appropriately enough, Johnny just joined us saying, "What's up, party people?" That is exactly right. That is exactly right.
All right, so we got display. What'd you call it? Detached.
Detached. Yes.
For a few hours until like 5:56 in the morning is when I had 4 missed calls, 3 from our apartment complex and 1 from a New York number who I assume was the actual concierge guy who was
I was
making
waiting for the
sure
cops
Duryan
to call.
was okay.
I was waiting for the cops to call. I'm like, bar none, like, if I had to put all my savings in a bet, it'd be that he's in jail. But, or, you just never know out here. So I'm like, oh, maybe hospital if he survived the stabbing or shooting or like, who knows? Like, Atlanta turns up. You don't want to. And then we met a waitress on Sunday who told you what, Duryan?
Told me, hey, make sure you stay in the suburbs, okay? I was like, all right.
Like-
She heard about the story and everything.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think she confused it to think that we live in the suburbs and we just came in to hang out. But
Yeah.
I'm like,
We live in the city.
maybe like this apartment was a bad idea. You might have to give it up. And by the
see.
way, I am mega saying alien abduction. Stick to that story.
I like it. Okay.
Back to the champagne. What are we doing?
Oh, we need some cups.
Oh, I was gonna ask a question too. When you work, have you ever like flown to like another country, or when you do, have you ever like partied so hard and you missed the flight or missed the work? 'Cause
No,
you can't.
not
Once you
yet.
miss your work, it's gone.
Yeah, no, not yet. Usually, if I get 2 nights, I party hard on the first night, and then I can recover. Because you fly once in the air with a hangover, you never do it again. It's
I
hell.
couldn't imagine that.
Oh, because
Haven't
everything's
you done that?
heightened.
Many
No,
times.
but, and then you work, but working up there.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause-
yeah.
Me, I just go to sleep, but
Yeah,
she has
you-
to like be
you
on
have to be,
point.
like,
Oh, my
nice
God.
to people, smile.
How often do you get hit on when you're doing your flights?
A few times.
Like all
You
the time?
get, like, it depends really. Like,
How do they hit on you? Like if you're on a plane?
well,
Oh,
yesterday.
before you said, hey, Duryan, how would you hit on her if you were, just obviously pretend, because
okay.
I know your baby mama's gonna be watching this and gonna beat you down, but
I would say, hey, do you have any more nuts in there?
No, that's a terrible pickup line.
I don't know.
Oh my God, I'd be like, band, zip tie that guy up in the front.
Air Marshal, get that
Lock
man.
him up in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
All right, so what happened? What did you?
So I don't know really. Like they'll just like keep pressing the call bell. Or this one guy said to me he only wanted to be served by me. And I was like, okay, we're going to get someone else to serve you.
Oh, but then is that whole flight awkward? Because then you
Nah,
gotta always see him.
Just ran away.
Yeah.
Yesterday, this man asked me if I wanted to sit down and have lunch with him. He was like, there's a spare seat. And I was like, no, I've got to work. I'm all
That's
right.
smooth, though. That's smooth.
But would you have sat with him if you thought he was good looking?
Maybe.
Probably.
I do a little sweep round the plane. Look out for the hunks. Hunk patrol.
And you could stay. You could plead the fifth. What does it plead the fifth?
Sure, yeah.
On any of these questions, but
Yeah.
do the pilots hook up with like a lot of the? Is that just a myth or does that happen?
Oh God, yeah, it's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened and it's caused a lot of issues.
I bet with the
Yeah.
wives or with what?
Well, they're all married, but they'll all take their wedding rings off, and you're like, wow, there's a little bit of a engraved,
Tan
like,
line.
yeah.
Yeah, you can see the
What have
tan
you got
line.
on that left hand?
Are you ever gonna get married? Speaking of marriage, what's going on with you?
Maybe right now. Not right now. We haven't really talked about it.
Yeah.
We got a love child that's already connected us through life, so we got that.
And when that child says, "Hey, Daddy, why aren't you not married to Mommy?" Your answer is,
You're grounded. You ask too much questions.
"Too many questions."
But Duryan's got to get the cups because,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get them.
yeah. Do you know where they are?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was
Very forceful.
Oh my God, he's very excited to go get the cups.
So yesterday, right? We were. What did you say to him that he said he was together with his baby mama for 5 years and it's been over like 12?
Oh, because he was like, November 14th, that's our anniversary. He's like, she just reminded me it's our anniversary. And I'm like, oh yeah, how many years? He goes, I think 5. And I'm like, your son's 8. You were together when PK and I got married. That's 10.
Yeah.
So it's at least 11, 12.
Like how are you off by that much? Like you could be off by a few.
Heck.
Hey, buddy.
What are you guys talking about?
What's up, man?
Oh my God, why are you so forceful, Duryan?
Oh, just
How many people do you think are in here?
I just grabbed a bunch of cups.
How many cups did you grab?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cups. Just in case somebody spills something.
By the way, a few messages ago, somebody was saying that the live stream is working great. So I'm glad that that's actually working. I had to come in here over the weekend to try to get these things, the camera figured out, but I guess it's working pretty good. So that's awesome. And then let me just be clear. So if you're watching the stream and you have to like go in, or maybe you can't watch, that's when you use the Spreaker, or you can podcast the audio of this if you don't want to watch it. All right, we'll pour some of the champagne. We were talking about you and Jessica and how you were off by 7 years.
Yeah, with the anniversary thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
Oh,
off.
good. Oh, pause. I'm excited. You get to open up a bottle of champagne.
No, this is too intense for me.
Come on,
Can
man.
you not point that at us?
I could get hurt. Somebody could get hurt. Our guest could get hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
I love him opening up. You are in for a treat.
Okay, point
You
it
might
that
want to
way,
put
yeah?
this on your Snapchat or something.
Okay, hold on.
I hate opening this stuff.
Okay, but point it away.
Yeah,
Oh, this is different.
You're pointing it at us, Ryan.
Yeah.
I've never messed with
You
this.
pointed the other way.
I'm scared to even touch it. It says, twist to open.
Okay, twist it then.
Then you twist it and it goes poof.
Yeah, but yeah, is it going to go?
Yeah.
Just twist,
It is.
twist.
Oh, God. Hold on. Let me see which way to twist. Twist to open. Oh, God.
Lefty, righty, righty,
I'm going
tighty,
to
or
shut
something,
off the
right?
computer real quick because I have a feeling. Let's be safe.
Just breathe.
Wait, can I put it down?
Yeah. Here, let me help you. Let me show you how to hold it.
Oh, God.
All right, you want to hold it away from these people.
Oh, why are you shaking it? It scared me. It could burst. You don't do that.
All right. Away from the electronics, though.
Oh, God.
Come on, Duryan.
Now you're really in for
it.
Oh, God.
Sheesh.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, pop it.
Oh, the fear.
Not at
the
I
electronics.
have to do an angle. I have
Yeah,
to.
but point it that way.
Point it
towards the window.
Point it to Pikachu.
Oh, God. Okay. Pop and go. Pop and
Okay,
go.
pop and go.
Oh, it's a serious moment right now.
All right, my bad.
Oh my God, you're sweating.
Pop and go. Pop and go. Pop and go. Pop and go. My grip. I don't have a tight grip.
Oh my God.
Oh. All right, here it goes.
All right,
No
now towards the
problem.
equipment.
No problem. Not towards Rosie, please.
Pop and go.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Rosie.
watch me.
Pop and go. Just pop and go. Ain't no thing. It's just a bottle cap. It's not gonna do any.
Pop and go.
Oh, hey. Oh, God. One,
Two, three.
Pop and go. Pop and go. Pop and go. I can't do it. Pop and go. Pop and go.
About to pee myself.
Pop and go. It did something. It did something. I don't know what it's doing. Pop and go. 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 Pop and go.
Take it.
Oh, my God. Ah. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no, the electronics is spilling. What are you doing?
I got it, guys. I got it. Okay, the pop wasn't that loud on that one.
Yeah, not that bad.
You should get the twisties more often. Not the one with the corks.
Tomorrow we'll be popping balloons. For real.
Oh my God, that took 2 minutes.
Oh.
I know, I had to stop.
I'm sweating.
Reset.
Pop and go.
Sweating right now. My heart's racing.
Corks are the bestesses from Brent. It opened itself. He waited so long. That's from Gabe. Cheryl with the OMG.
Dragging
never
and
did a
crying.
twist off
Oh my
before.
God,
Be
that's
careful,
right.
Jay. Be careful, Jay.
That's right, saying like opening a can of biscuits. Do you have problems opening up the biscuits?
Yes.
We're doing
Oh my God,
Don't
yes.
do them.
Because I made biscuits and gravy yesterday.
Dude,
so
I did it one time and somehow I threw it over across the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because it exploded in my face.
All
All
right.
right,
You
I need
guys-
everybody in the chat to send in suggestions on what we should have them like open next. All right, so put those in the chat and we'll make it happen. The biscuits and the balloon. Yeah, what?
Oh, I was just going to say it's a great idea. Yes. Yeah. The biscuits for sure.
I handed him a half deflated balloon the other day and he jumped and I'm like, what are you doing? I couldn't figure it out.
I hate balloons.
And
They
then he was
pop
like,
really
I hate
loud.
balloons, but it was half deflated. It was like even if you popped it,
It would still go.
there'd be no sound.
Anything that's like loud, scary, I freak out. Like what you did to me when I was sleeping on your couch.
Oh yeah. Do you have that video?
I do.
Oh my God.
Do you want me to just do the audio or how do you want me to play it?
I don't know. I might have to. Did you tweet it out? Where can people find this video? This
Yeah,
was
I
great.
did it. It's on Instagram at PowerATL on the main page, and I did it through stories. And it's right here.
Hey, when you make mimosas, what's the ratio?
I just want to splash.
Do you a
splash of OJ.
OJ?
Yeah.
Oh, man, there you go. All right, so you want 99% mimose?
Yes.
All right.
Champagne.
Patrick. And then just what? 0.01. Boop. There you go. There you go.
Let's do some mail.
Letters, oh we get letters. We get your letters every day.
By the way, Megs is saying I skipped the OJ.
Today, reach right in and pull one out.
Central Valley checking in saying open the mystery box. I've got that coming up.
Let's find out what you got to say. Oh boy, mailman, mail today.
Natalie was holding her breath when you're opening that bottle.
Me too.
That's over on the Spreaker chat right there. Yeah. Well,
By the way, Jay Romero 559. I had to pull over. I'm still crying at Pop and Go. 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 Pop and Go.
It gave me motivation. I had to do it.
Oh Lord. Oh, Duryan. I'm glad you removed that laptop. By the way, PK would be a little furious.
That would have been gone right now.
I'm glad. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that you're. God, this guy. So we got this question. Now that we have multiple people in here, we can get like multiple opinions on this. But we got a question in about Greg. I think Greg's actually this dude like always sends us stuff, or it might be I don't know. This is a long time listener from Fresno. Ooh, huge fan of the show. I'm emailing you guys your opinion on a girl I've been seeing for only 2 weeks because I've kind of misled her about being a vegan. She's a vegan and asked me if I was, and I said like. I like vegan food and left it at that. Now she thinks that I'm a vegan because every single time we go out, I choose vegan choices like her. But when I'm not with her, I eat meat, please believe, because I really love burgers and chicken. I really like this girl. She's so beautiful, and I would have no problems being in a relationship with a vegan, but I'm not sure if she'll feel the same way about me. Should I tell her straight up I'm not a vegan or just order non-vegan items next time we go out to dinner and see how she reacts? Thank you guys for the show and the podcast again, Greg. What do y'all think? Ooh. What do y'all think? Guess I feel like I have to go first.
Tell her straight, because otherwise, if you order some chicken and she doesn't want to see you eat the chicken, she might just leave you.
True.
So just tell her. Just say, I like vegan food, but I'm not a vegan.
Really like you. I just thought you'd like me a little better. Yeah. Just come out with the... What would you do, Duryan?
Ooh, I would say, hey, babe, have you seen that documentary, Meat Eaters? And be like, what's that? Oh, it's apparently if you eat meat, it's really good for you. So I think I'm going to try it. That's what we.
But that's the beginning of a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to? Patrick, what would you do?
I just feel like all my friends who are vegan, they're so serious about it, and they will not tolerate people who. I don't know. I just feel like she's not gonna like him anymore.
Yeah, but then what's what's your future if you are gonna eat meat? What's your future with this girl? You're just kind of prolonging it.
But if somebody likes you or they want to invest time in you, they won't care what you eat.
True.
I think.
Yeah. Denise, what would you do?
For the most part, I always say honesty is the best policy. So you got to be upfront and honest, especially just 2 weeks in. I mean, there could be a lot of other things going on.
That's kind of awkward that he lied about that 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
What else is he lying?
Have you guys ever dated anybody that lied like in the beginning and then had to take it back?
Yeah.
Oh!
Told me he was like 10 years younger than what he was.
Oh, yeah. That's a common one on Tinder. Did you meet him on Tinder? Was it Tinder?
No, I didn't actually. Not this one, no.
I met a girl, and she didn't lie to me. I just assumed that she was my age. At the time, I was 19, and she ended up being 32.
That's a cradle robber.
Yeah, well, like
for her.
I didn't believe her, so I asked to see her ID, and then made a big stink out of it because we've gone on a few dates, and then I was like, oh.
But she knew your age?
Yeah, we worked together at Slotsky's. Didn't I tell you this story? She's from China, aged really, really good.
That'd be like if I started dating a 19-year-old. Like, that's very creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll back out of that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 32-year-olds and 32-year-old women and 19-year-old guys are more compatible.
I don't know. It freaked me out. I was just like, something's lying to me. Like, it felt like Jesus was lying to me. Because I was looking at her, and I'm like, you do not look 32. Like, you look my age. Like, you didn't, It was like, I don't know.
So did you quit talking to her immediately?
Yes. It was awkward because we still made sandwiches together.
And you really meant like making sandwiches, not like
no sandwiches.
Not like another name for sexy time.
No. I was a virgin then still. Anyway.
I was a virgin still.
I was.
Oh gosh.
What about? Do you remember our boy? I don't want to put him on blast, but his name starts with a K, ends with Aiden.
Right.
Love him to death. But didn't he lie or wasn't he? Or who was it that would make up stories about what he did to like get with ladies?
I don't know. I don't think that was him because it was somebody. It was obvious that he was on the radio. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
Was it Duryan?
Was it Ben? Who was it? Maybe it was one of Ben's friends. That's who.
It was one of our. I think it was one of our
buddies. But he would always make stuff up.
Yes.
All right. Real quick, I got a things that make you go The song, please go.
Things that make you go
You guys are getting better at that.
I think so.
A little better. If elevators didn't exist, the penthouse would be for the poor people.
Oh.
And then I started thinking to myself, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. So I started doing some digging around. Back in the day, that was the case. The people that owned the building used to live on the second floor. The first floor was for the horses. They had the second and the third floor. And then everybody that kind of like tended to their needs, they were up top. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Wanted to toss that out there. And then we got some stupid news, and then we'll wrap it up. How much time do you guys have? Do you have to go? Do you?
No.
We're good.
Okay. All right, so some stupid
And
news.
now all the news that's stupid. Go stupid. Go stupid. Go.
Today, National Cat Day.
No.
I just wanted to do that for that. I was betting myself that was going to happen.
Cats.
In London?
No.
They didn't make their way
No, I
across.
didn't know if you had your own cat. Like if you guys have a pet.
We have a stray cat that comes to our house that we feed every night, but I feel attached to it. I would be so upset if something happened to it, but he never comes any other time except for when he sees our car pull in. Then he comes and wants to eat, and then as soon as he eats, he's gone.
I know this is a really dumb question, so I don't know if I should ask it. Do you think their dogs and cats meow the same over there, or do they have the accent?
That's actually
Not a bad question.
That's a
That's a very good question, right? That's not bad. Do you want to ask?
Yeah. So cats over here, they're like
Meow.
Yeah.
and ruff ruff. Do cats in London, are they like meow?
No, we don't have an accent. You guys have an accent.
How would a dog go?
Arf. 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 With a little bit of accent to it? Anything like that?
I don't know. I'll listen. Next time I hear a cat meow, I'll have a listen.
You gotta send us a video of a cat meow.
I will.
What do our accents sound like?
Strong. You've got a strong accent. I love your accent. You've got different accents. But
Is that your accent's like the origin, though, right?
yeah, the original.
Okay.
Of life.
OG.
Of life.
When time began.
What, do you have any other questions about London that you want to ask?
Okay, are there any like hardcore underground like clubs?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like hardcore?
Yeah.
Like you need a password and everything.
Oh, there's some secret bars, yeah. There's a place called the Breakfast Club, and you have to ask a question and then go through like a fridge to get down to an underground.
Oh my God!
bar.
Did we read that? We read that. We're gonna go
through a fridge.
Yeah, you go through like a smeg.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is another stupid question, but I must ask.
All right.
Werewolves. Werewolves in London.
Everywhere.
That's what I was afraid of.
You're not going now.
Never mind.
You're not
about
going.
London.
How often are you gone from home? Flying.
Quite often. So like this month I've been away a lot. Next month I'm going to Santiago for a week. So it's basically a holiday.
God, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And if you want to go somewhere, do you get like $10 tickets? And is it like standby? Because standby I don't understand how people do standby.
Well, we paid like in the summer. Me and my best friend Chance, we went to Vegas and New York. We paid £250. Got club both ways, so business.
Yeah.
And we were on standby though. But you just have to check the loads. And like New York, there were 6 flights a day, so you're going to get on one of them.
Yeah, waiting at airports is the absolute worst.
Yeah. But in London, I live like 15 minutes from the airport, so if worst comes to worst, we'll just go home.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. And is the U.S. how cheap is the U.S. for you right now?
It's
because
expensive.
it is
so
expensive. Wait,
yeah.
the pound is like way greater, isn't it? Like
I thought too.
No, the US is so expensive. Canada's the best place. The Canadian dollar is better for us. But Asia, like you can eat. Like I went to Malaysia for £3. I had dinner. Had Thai and a coconut.
See, I always don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Like we went to Mexico and I was paying in pesos.
Yeah.
Thought I was going to get a deal, but that was jacked up too. Is it because probably because I'm on the resort
But
or
they
something?
know you're tourists as well. Like the price goes up. Like if you go to a local, they know you're a tourist. They whack the price up. And then you have to like barter with them.
What's your favorite place you've been to that if you could go on vacation right now, where would you go?
It depends. Like Singapore, I love Singapore.
You're the second person we just got. Who just told us that Singapore is their base? It was like a hook up or hang up.
Yep.
What do you like
that's
about
right.
Singapore?
It's just the country. It's so clean. There is nothing, and it's so cheap. And you can eat the street food, and you can just walk about. And they have so many free things for you to do. Like every night they do like these displays of lights. I'll show you some videos. The food, the people, the partying. It's such a wild night out there. Man. Wild.
Her Instagram is really amazing. Like everywhere she goes, it's like a postcard.
Do you want to plug it, or are you going to get a bunch of weirdos? Is it private?
Yeah, it is private, but I can turn it off private.
Oh, it's up to you. Like I don't.
For now. We'll do like a little
15-minute window.
15 minutes. Jump on this. Jump on this right now.
15 minutes only.
Let's see. I'm just looking over the chat as well.
Make it not private.
Where are you going?
Jay, Romano, this chat is messing me up because it's so real time that it's like messing with my brain.
That's kind of
usually
crazy.
there's always a delay, but
It's usually like a few second delay.
It's like they're here in the room.
yeah, like the Vegas question as you were talking, it was coming in. Have you been to Vegas? Let's see. And Desiree, they eat cats and dogs over in Singapore. Do they do that? I know there's certain small villages in China where they do, but I don't know if Singapore.
Well, I
know.
didn't personally eat them.
Yeah, I had this philosophical. Is that the right
Sure.
word? Debate.
Did I write the right word?
Did I say the right word? I don't know. But I'm like, hey, we eat cows. Cows is like a giant dog, so it's like, Or now everybody has miniature pigs as pets. So I'm like, oh, they're so cute. I could never eat them again as I'm having a BLT. Like, I can't help myself. It's so good. So I might try dog is what I'm saying.
No, you would not.
It'd be kind of interesting.
No, you would not.
When in Rome. Yeah. When in Singapore.
No.
Anything else you want to... I know you wanted to talk about... Oh, my God. This ties into our guest as well. By the way, Duryan,
Yes.
pop quiz. What's our guest's name? Go.
Oh, we have Patrick and we have Emma.
No.
Oh, and we have Patrick's friend. Angela.
Think flowers.
Flowers? Rose.
E.
Rosie, and we have Rosie. Sorry, Rosie.
Talk about the Jacksonville story, because they just played a game over there.
Oh, yeah. So, because it was the Jaguars and the Eagles, and they were playing at Wembley, but the night before, 4 of the players for Jacksonville decided to go out and party a little
The
hard.
NFL, isn't it?
Yes, and the 4 of the players they got, they didn't want to pay their $64,000 bar tab.
Oh.
They claim it was a misunderstanding, but they were arrested and then released.
Think about that, $64,000
So like each
bar
bottle of
tab.
champagne was like $577. And these guys make like $55,000 a week, so it's not. I mean, that's really
Between them.
expensive to me, but to them, like you should be able to pay it if you're going out. But you're also in London to play a football game, not party.
Yeah, that reminds me like the story that we had a couple of podcasts ago about Duryan who took out Travis Outlaw. I don't want to drop no names.
Yeah.
And then had the worst game ever.
He did.
You want to do a round? Ooh, great. Why don't we divide the room into 2? So Patrick, you're with Denise, and Duryan, you're with
Rosie.
There you go. All right,
got
Family Feud.
Okay.
Right? Family Feud. Name a country that likes our tourist dollar but not our tourists. That's a hard one.
Can you repeat?
Flip that. No, let's skip that one. What is the most uncomfortable thing in which you've ever slept on? 100 people were asked this. What is it?
The floor.
The floor, number 1. What's going on with you two? You gotta go.
Okay.
Couch.
Well, we've already got number 1 now. One asked 100 men, name an interesting subject for conversation.
Sex.
No.
Oh,
That is it. I don't even see that on there.
cars?
Cars, no.
Oh.
Sports.
Sports is at number 3. What's at number 1? I'm looking at number 1.
Finances.
Finances, no.
Beer.
Beer, no.
Well, I said finances.
You guys want to know? Do you
give?
give up? Politics.
Nobody wants to
No.
talk politics anymore.
Let's go with name a city in Canada everyone has heard of.
Vancouver.
Ontario.
You said Vancouver. And Patrick, you said?
Ontario.
No, nobody has got number 1 yet.
Toronto.
Toronto is at number 1.
Obviously.
Name a state that touches the Atlantic Ocean.
Ryan, come on.
Florida.
Yes. Can you name another one?
Yeah.
Don't help me out, guys.
Yeah. I can.
Name another state that touches the Atlantic Ocean.
I can, but I don't want to.
Come on.
Fine. New York.
New York?
Rhode Island.
Go down south a little.
New Jersey.
Go down south.
I said Florida. That's like really down
What's
south.
above Florida?
Above Florida? Let me try to look in my mind and see where it's at. Florida.
Come on, D.
Florida, and then there's New York,
There's a few states in between.
Rhode Island.
What's right above Florida?
You got me. You got. Can I use a lifeline?
We were going to drive down to Jacksonville.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are we?
Atlanta. Atlanta?
Which is in what state?
Georgia?
And where's Georgia located?
Next to Florida? So Georgia is the 4th one. Oh, okay. I didn't
Little bit of
touch the
history
water.
there, geography.
You didn't know Georgia touches water?
Nope.
Oh, God.
Really?
We need to do
Dude,
it.
I've only been in Georgia for like 7 days.
Yeah, no, but haven't you seen the map? Like, you should know, like, where...
Yeah, I thought there was other states around it.
Yeah.
I got to study it more.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not familiar with the East Coast.
We'll come back tomorrow and have some more trivia. What's below North Carolina?
South Carolina.
Boom.
I know that
What's
one.
above North Carolina?
North.
What's above?
Minnesota. Michigan. Higher.
Starts with a V?
V. Vancouver. V. Vermont. Starts with a V. Virginia. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick's coming in.
Name something a person opens every single day.
Letter.
You're so close. No.
A door.
No.
Peanut butter jar.
Champagne.
No. You were close with letter.
Email.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Package.
Box.
No. What's that?
Mailbox?
No. Anybody? Going once, twice? Mailbox.
Oh.
Name something in your house you might start yelling at if it stopped working.
Microwave.
Dog.
Dog in a microwave? No.
Oh, it's not working. An oven?
Oven? No.
Hot water.
Hot water? No.
TV.
Machine.
TV? Yeah!
A toilet's got to be on there.
Yeah,
Because,
dude.
by the way, PK and Duryan are sharing a bathroom, been sharing now for a week, and the toilet is still busted.
Yes, it is. And it's been leaking. You keep forgetting to turn the water off, so now I've got black mold everywhere.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. I
I'm going
got
to make you lick it, Duryan.
I almost want to try you guys versus the chat because the chat is so damn quick right now. Everybody was guessing. People guessed to think in the chat before you guys did. Name something people do when they're happy.
Smile.
Celebrate.
Smile, you got it. Celebrate's good, though, too. All right, that's it. Anything else you can think of? We've got to wrap things up.
I think on tomorrow's podcast, Adam, is it Devine? How do you say his last name?
I don't know. We should research that, though, before we get him on tomorrow.
We got him. He's in town tomorrow at the Tabernacle, so we'll have him on the podcast.
Cool.
He's awesome. I love that guy.
You know,
he's funny.
Workaholics and...
He's a Modern Family.
Oh, yes, he was Sarah Hyland's.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Sarah Hyland's guy.
When are you going to be back in town?
Soon, hopefully. I want to come on a Friday.
Yeah, come back. We're going to have you back in the studio?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to.
fun.
I can't wait. You got to find the most
We have
disgusting.
to take her out, because I kept telling her she
should go out with Duryan.
Yeah,
She won't remember anything.
You know how to tame a dragon?
I do.
I don't know.
This one's a little complicated.
This one is a little complicated, yeah. You got to do me a favor, from your travels, you have to bring back the nastiest candy or a thing that you're walking around in a store and you see something, you got to bring it back.
Right. If
and
I
then we'll
get
have
a
him try it.
Bangkok, I'll bring you a scorpion
Oh, my God.
on a
Oh,
stick.
can you, Pat? You can't bring that, can you?
I'll smuggle it.
Oh, my girl, ride or die. That's my girl. Patrick, well done, man.
I know you've got to follow her Instagram. It's
Did you want to plug it?
Oh, yeah, the 15-minute window.
Plug it.
15-minute window.
What's your name?
Rosie. Can you spell it? Because no one can understand me.
Sure they can. Do it.
Rosie.Buckingham. So it's ROSIE.
Lost
BUCKENHAM.
Lost you.
Lost me.
That's the most British, Instagram dot
Is that your last
Buckingham.
name?
Yeah, Buckingham.
Oh, okay.
Your last name is Buckingham?
It is.
What? Is that a common last name?
No.
What? Are you royal or something?
Yeah,
Just
that's what
say
I
yes.
thought, too. It was
I am.
royal.
Yeah.
It's royal.
Are you Princess Rosie?
I am. I forgot my crown today.
All right, with that said, we got to get out of here,
Oh,
guys. Thank you so much for
fun.
watching.
Thank you
for
both.
listening.
Patrick,
Appreciate you
thank
guys.
you for having us.
Thank you. Rosie, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.